You know what's really awkward is that I just filmed like a full thing and I realized that it wasn't recording. Anyways, hi guys. You're currently in my Miami room. Although I don't really have a room. This is my dad's office. It has a sofa bed, which is my bed. It's undone. I just came back from lunch with a friend and I have to go to my friend's house. Actually, in like 30 minutes. But yeah. And today's episode is going to be more about my 2024 goals. My goals are very much centered around healing, self-love, self-growth, identifying what works for me, what doesn't work for me. I kind of just want to reinvent myself this year. And I've never been the type of person that's like, new year, new me. Or like, I've never been the type of person to set goals for the new year. I think it's because in the last few years, I really haven't worked on myself. I kind of woke up and I was like, I need to choose myself. This is the time where I'm going to choose myself. This is the time where I'm going to love myself. This is the time where I'm going to take care of myself. I did a vision board with my friend Mia back in when I was still in London. And she was telling me, like, what are your 2024 goals? What do you want 2024 to look like? And I looked at the pictures that I printed out. And I looked at my goals. And I think there were only 2 goals that I haven't started working on already. But since the breakup, I love my life. I mean, it's obviously like, it was my first love. It's been tough. But if my 2024 looks exactly like the past 3 months, I think I'm set. Between the traveling, between the new friends, between the way I've been just prioritizing myself, I've been journaling every day, I've been going running every day or to the gym. Sometimes I'm sore, I can't run. So between I've been doing fitness every day, I've been I'm working right now with the dogs. It's been going so great. I feel so fulfilled. It also creates a routine. Between the amount of reading that I've been doing, I finished a book the other day. I'm starting a new book tomorrow. I'm very excited. Between I've been listening to podcasts every single day about self-help. That's literally what I love. I love walking the dogs while I listen to my podcast. It's like therapy to me. It also like relaxes me. I've been really, really good at managing my anxiety. My anxiety, like, I only get anxiety when it comes to the breakup, but that's about it. I used to get anxiety over everything. I used to not sleep the night before a flight. Oh my god, wait, I used to sleep the night before a flight. I used to not sleep. I used to wake up every other hour of the night. I would shake. I would go crazy. My vision would go blurry. It was just too much, and I was so good at protecting my inner peace and also at managing my anxiety. It's been amazing, actually. So I'm really proud of myself for that. So that's been great. So honestly, if my 2024 looks exactly like my last 3 months of 2023, life is set. I feel like I'm going in the right direction, honestly. Also, my self-love, my self-respect has increased so much. I know exactly what I tolerate and what I don't tolerate. I know exactly what I want and what I don't want, and I know exactly how to take care of myself, and I know exactly what type of energy I want to be receiving from people and what type of energy I want to be giving to people, because it's a two-way street. But yeah, so today's episode is kind of like my 2024 goals, going deep into it, and I guess what my plan for 2024 and what I want it to look like. Regarding locations, right now I'm in Miami until the end of January, and then I go to London. I already have trips planned for London. I have 2 friends visiting me right now in London during the first quarter, actually. I'm very excited for them to visit. It's going to be amazing, so that'll be fun. I also have like a bunch of little trips to Dublin. I'm going to Madrid my first weekend. I'm going to Circo Loco, which is like a techno festival. And I'm also going to Segovia again, obviously to Bath at some point, and Oxford. I don't know if I said it right. But yeah, and I'm going to Cambridge at some point. I do know that. And I guess we'll just get into the goals because I was going straight into it. But for summer-wise, I'm definitely going to stay in the US. But also because I had to take summer classes, and I might take them in San Francisco. It's looking like I have to go to San Francisco for 5 weeks of this summer, and then I've already been applying. I already heard back from a couple. I am doing internships in Miami, so I'll probably just be Miami and San Francisco, and I am planning a trip to Yosemite. I think, is it Yosemite or Yosemite? One of the two. It's the same place, but one of the 2 ways of saying it. I'm planning a trip there, a camping trip, because one of my goals for 2024 is to do more hiking and camping trips to national parks. I want to do one in London because I know this is the Evering Forest. It's near London. It's like an hour and a half. I really want to go there, but I kind of want to just do disconnecting. Like I turn off my phone. Maybe like I have like a flip phone if like an emergency happens. But I really want to do a healing self awareness, just like hiking and camping and reading and just like no electronics. I feel like I need that. I was also looking at doing like a yoga retreat. I saw in like Utah and Arizona there's yoga retreats, so that could be really fun. And I mean, it's not like Bali or Costa Rica, but that could be really fun too. I'm really into, I don't know what's been happening to me. I might sound crazy, but I'm really been into like healing podcasts, healing videos, meditation, yoga, finding your energy, finding your I think I'm becoming crazy. I think I'm at that point. I think I'm becoming actually crazy. I don't know. Somebody should slap me out of it if I'm going crazy. If I'm going crazy, I need somebody to slap me out of it, because I think I might be going crazy. Anyways, so let's start with my 2024 goals. My first one is low-key kind of like super simple. It's just listen to more music. I feel like especially during the past 3 months and what I've been going through, let's go back. Let's not give this man this much credit. This has been going on since I moved to London. I realized that whenever I was feeling down, whenever I was feeling homesick, whenever I was having a hard day, music just helps so much. I think that's why I fell in love with running so much, because I just got to listen to music and like run and let it all out. But music just helps so much. I talked about this in another episode, but dancing in the kitchen, it helps. Trust me, it does. If I'm feeling anxious and I feel my anxiety kicking in, I just dance it out for 20 minutes. You put a timer, you just put your favorite songs and you cue it, and it's amazing. It just lets it all out. It just does. It does. There's something so powerful and magical about music. It can really heal and everything in you. It's amazing. And you have songs that you can relate to. You have songs you can cry to. Sometimes when I know that I need a good cry, so I listen to a really sad song and I just let it all out, and it's honestly, it's amazing. I love music. And in the car, every single morning on the drive to my dogs, I listen to some badass music, and I feel like a badass bitch, and I love it. And it's been amazing. And I can just talk to about music for hours. One artist, it's like a band, but one band that I've been really listening to, it's been really helping me lately. It's called Latin Mafia. It's a Mexican. It's 3 brothers. It's a Mexican band, and it's in Spanish, but they have beautiful songs. Like, there's some songs that are honestly beautiful, and the song that gets me, I guess, like calm and happy whenever I'm having a really sad day is Continua Atardecer, I think it's called. I'll put it on the screen. But it's really, 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 really good. And Julieta is good for dancing, and Julieta is really good for like being in your feelings. So I listen to all their songs. They don't have a lot of songs. I think they have in total like 12 songs, but I have them all. I have literally a playlist just for Latin Mafia, and it's amazing. I would recommend, but it is in Spanish, I will say. But yeah, my second goal is to run like 5 miles a day. Lately I've been running like 3 a day, and that's like fine, but I kind of want to get to the point where I run easily 5 miles a day. I've been saying like, I love running, but it's very much like I know my run, I know my trail in Tower Bridge, I know where I'm gonna get, I know where I just have to go. I never ever decide to go further than that where I normally go. And I think I need to get out of my comfort zone and be like, no, today we're doing more, Lucia. So it's not like, I want to get to the point where obviously I do want to run a half marathon by next year, but I want to get to a point where I can easily be like, today I'm running and I'm just gonna run 5 miles. Like, I want that to be like, that's just like a light run for me. I don't know if that makes sense. Obviously I want to do more, but I want to get to the point where 5 miles is like the norm. Does that make sense? Anyways, thanks guys. No judging, hey? No judging. Look, it's a hobby. I'm not saying I'm a professional. It's a side thing. Anyways, 3 is build healthy female friendships. I feel like that's something that I've done the past 3 months, and it's been amazing. I've had my unhealthy female friendships in the past. I don't know why. I think it's because there's a lot of backstabbing within us girls, and I feel like that needs to end. That really needs to end. But appreciating girl friendships, it's something so valuable that I've learned in the past 3 months. I used to be friends with like 90% just guys. I mean, that's fun and exciting, but I like being in touch with my female side, and I feel like a bro. I remember last year we were mostly hanging out with guys, and I felt like a bro. And I love my guy friends, okay? They're amazing. I still have a lot of guy friends, but I want to prioritize female friendships because they can give you so much love. And I'm not saying the guy friends cannot, but it's different. The girls get it. It's different. It's a different experience. So I kind of want to prioritize that this year. I've already done that with Agnes and Natalia, and they truly like that. That's something that I don't like. I want to keep it healthy and nice and like a good balance. With Alicia too. Like I just want to build those healthy female friendships. It's just so easy for girls to get jealous of each other, for girls to like fight for the same guy, let a guy get in the way, or I mean, I never had a problem in trios. I've always had trio girl best friends, and I know a lot of people say that sometimes causes issues because there's a lot of jealousy when 2 of the girls get really close. But honestly, I've never had jealousy issues, especially like girl trios. I've never really cared. They would hang out, the 2 of them, and they knew that I was busy, so they wouldn't text me, and I'm like, I literally would not care. So I don't take it seriously. But I know some girls did take it seriously, and I know some people do, and I think it's just creating like a healthy balance and honest communication, guys. Honest communication for any relationship, any type of relationship, friends, family, partners. Honest communication. I'm gonna preach about it all I can, please. Well, anyways, so honest communication, I think it really does change the game. Anyways, so yeah, I kind of want to focus on that a little bit. Next is prioritizing self-care. Again, something that I've been doing for the past 3 months. So knowing when you need your me time. And I feel like it's really hard sometimes to prioritize me time, especially when you have a lot of assignments, when you've already made plans with friends, when you're feeling lonely and you want to go out so you don't feel lonely. But at the end of the day, you're going to feel lonely if you don't love yourself. Does that make sense? If you don't prioritize yourself, if you don't learn how to love spending time by yourself, if you don't learn how to be your own best friend and be your own home, then you're always going to feel lonely. You can do the short-term solution where you hang out with friends all the time 24/7, but that's not going to help you long-term. So prioritizing self-care, being like, tonight I'm going to stay in, I'm going to read my book, I'm going to put on my candle, I'm going to put on my face mask, and I'm going to have fun by myself. Or today I'm going to take out myself for lunch. Today I'm going to go read by the park by myself. Today I'm going to go thrifting by myself. Today I'm going to buy myself a little coffee and go listen to a podcast while I walk. Like, prioritizing self-care, prioritizing self-love, journal every day. I preach by journaling. I love journaling. My journal me, we're ride or die, okay? My journal me, like, this bitch will be coming with me till my death. Like, obviously I'm gonna end it at some point. This has just been 2 months of journaling. But I do it every day, and sometimes twice a day if I'm really have a lot on my mind that day. But I can't express it anymore. Like, I preach by it every day. So self-care, prioritizing self-care. Again, something that I've already been doing for the past 3 months. Obviously internships, like, I want to gain more experience because I am graduating next year, and I finish classes March 2025. So yeah, next, travel to at least 2 new countries. This year I traveled actually to a lot of new countries. I went to Italy, I went to Morocco. I think that's it. I'm not gonna lie. But I went to Italy and I went to Morocco. There's two new countries. Oh, and Italy, Morocco. Because I've already been to France. Obviously I'm from Spain. I've already been to Spain. I mean, I've already been to England. I've been traveling a lot, but to different cities within the same countries, which it's new. Like, it is new, but I feel like it's a different experience because it's different cultures. Anyways, so I did do 2 new countries last year, and this year I want to do 2 new countries. I know in March 20th, I'm gonna be in Belgium because it's my friend's birthday, and we're all going to Belgium for the weekend for his birthday, and I'm very, very excited. So I've never been to Belgium, so that'll be my first time in Belgium, and I would have to do the second country. I mean, I'll probably go on another jet loss trip, which is the trip for 24 hours, and that, like, most probably I'm gonna go to a new country. So maybe that'll be a second country, and if anything, I am planning a trip to Portugal, so that can be my third country. And if not, I would really, really, really like to go to Bali. Or Sri Lanka. I really want to go to Sri Lanka. But if I'm gonna be spending my entire time in the US, it would have to be for a weekend, because my spring break, my friend's coming over to London, and we're gonna be doing trips around England. So it might be Malta or Portugal, because I would have to go for the weekend. But yeah, it looks like I might be doing 3 new countries. We will see. Stay tuned. Next, again, go hiking for a week in a national park in the US, or a healing week in a national park in the US. I think I feel like after living in the city, you appreciate nature so much more. And after living in London, every single time I go to the outskirts, or I go to Bath, or I go to Richmond, or literally Greenwich, I'm like, nature, trees, I miss it. What can I say? So I really, really, really want to go to. Plus, I miss going to. I don't know. I haven't told this. For 4 years, I didn't go back to Spain when I was little. Because my parents decided to do a road trip every single holiday around the U.S. So I've actually been to 47 or 48 states. The only states I haven't been to is Alaska, Texas, and Hawaii. Yeah, my dad refused to go to Hawaii because he says it's the U.S. version of the Canary Islands, which honestly I'm not blaming him. So I will be paying for that in the future by myself when I do have enough money to do that. But yeah, that looks like that's going to be what's going to be happening in the future. So I really want to do another national park in the U.S. I've already been to all of them. Like, all the important ones I've already been to. I mean, it was 4 years of just national parks. So I've been to Yosemite, to literally all of them. Al-Qaeda, I've also been to Al-Qaeda. I've been obviously to Rocky Mountains. I've been to Yellowstone. You can name all the important ones. I've been to 100%, and also like really random ones, really, really random ones. Trust me. Dry Tortugas and the Keys. Like, I've done everything. Anyways, so I kind of miss that. I kind of just want to do hiking, camping, and also hopefully like a healing thing where I go and I spend a week with no electronics, and I just do like healing. I mean, people do yoga and like random journal entries, and I don't know, I feel like a healing retreat could be really fun. I'm kind of in that. I don't know if I'm changing. I don't know if it's for the better or for the worse. We'll see. Next, leave FOMO out. What do you want to do? I feel like, especially in my first year in London, so like the beginning of the year, I was very much like, oh, my friends are going out, I don't want to be alone, I'm gonna go out too. Or I would be really tired, and then I would see that everybody would be out, and I'm like, I'm tired, but I'm gonna go downstairs to hang out with people because I am scared that I'm gonna miss out on something important. And I feel like I've learned, and this is something that I've been implementing the past 3 months. Look at me go. I've learned that you gotta prioritize what you want to do. Do you feel like going out tonight? Do you feel like going to that thing? Do you really want to be there? Is it really gonna be fun, or are people making it look fun through social media? That's a big one. So leave FOMO out. If you want to stay in that night, on that Friday night, Saturday night, do it. There's literally, nobody's gonna judge you. Nobody cares. At the end of the day, nobody fucking cares. If you don't want to go to the party, don't go to that party. If you don't think it's gonna benefit you, don't do it. Like, think about this. What is gonna benefit you? What do you want to do? What do you feel like doing? Because if somebody's gonna stop talking to you, or if somebody's gonna stop being friends with you because you didn't go to that party, or because you didn't go out clubbing with them, that's on them. That's not a real friendship, and that long term is not going to last. You need people who are going to give you the same energy that you give them back, who are in your same wavelength, who are not going to drop you because you decide that you're too tired to go clubbing, or because you don't want to go clubbing. You want people that will respect your decisions and will be there for you even when you don't want to go out that night. I've had people completely be like, oh, I don't want to hang out with you because you don't go clubbing with us, or you don't go clubbing anymore. I'm like, well, I've been sick all month. How could I be going clubbing if I'm sick? So that's when you know you're real friends, to be honest. But yeah, basically just think like, do I want to do this? What's good for me? Is this going to benefit me? Or am I just going to go because I want to not feel left out? Think about this. It's deep. Anyways, next. See more of England. Again, I want to see more of England. I feel like I've romanticized England in the past 3 months, and it's been super fun. And I'm very excited. I want to see more of England. I want to go. Everybody talks shit about Birmingham, but I have to see it. I'm sorry, I have to see it. Everybody's been talking shit about the accent. They're telling me that it's super ugly out there, but you know what? I'm gonna see for myself. Are they probably gonna be right? Most probably, but at least I get to say I've been to Birmingham, and I get to talk shit about it myself from a first point perspective. But yeah, podcast again. Put more energy into it. I want to figure out how to put this on Spotify. We'll figure it out. I'm very proud. I'll get techie up in there. Learn to control anxiety. Again, something that I've been working on the past 3 months. I've been really good at that, and honestly, it's been working. But I do have my moments where I cannot see, and it's really blurry, and I get all shaky, and I cannot sleep. I wake up like every other hour. It's happened 2 times in the past 2 months, so not bad. It happened the other night. Because I just get these weird like thoughts. I start overthinking, and it's weird because it happens at night, and then the next day I'll be walking the dogs. I'm like, Lucia, that was not reality. Like that's not real. Why were you thinking of that? You're overthinking this. Like that's not something that really happened. And if it did happen, what does that have to do with you? That doesn't matter. Like, protect your inner peace, Lucia. That's not your life anymore. Whatever. Anyways, so just learn how to control my anxiety. I think I'm gonna have to take like melatonin before I go to sleep. Is that how you say it? I think I say half of my words wrong, and I need to learn how to say them correctly. Anyways, yeah. And read 14 books. I was thinking like 12, 1 book per month. And that's basically what I've been doing for the past 3 months. Again, I'm saying like, the past 3 months have just been like the perfect balance and mentality of lifestyle that I want to keep going. I feel like it's been good because it's already been going for 3 months. It's like a Kickstarter, but in 2024, we're really going to go into it. But I've been reading like 2 books a month lately. But I feel like with traveling and with I'm going to be doing my computer science courses now, which are going to be a little bit more tough. So with all of that, and I think it's just going to be a little bit hard to keep up with that. So I'm thinking like 1 book a month, and then like minimum. This is minimum, by the way. 14 books is minimum. I'm reaching 14. If I do more, pat in the back. But yeah, I don't know. I might be a little bit hectic. So 1 book a month, and then if anything, add some splashes in there. In the summer, I'll probably have more time to read. Right now, I have more time to read, so I've been reading a lot more. But yeah. And then last one, girls trip. I went on a girls trip to Canarias with Agnes and Natalia, and that healed my inner child so much. I miss girls trips, so I want to plan more girl trips. I want to plan one to like the north of England, rent like a little Airbnb cottage, and just like do a weekend where we play board games, and we put face mask, and we go to like a pub near, and we just have girls nights nonstop for like 2 days, 3 days. That sounds so healing. But I'm also gonna do another one to Canarias, and I want to do it with more people, like a bigger group of girls. That could be also really fun, like a little getaway to the beach from London, because I'm not excited to go back to the cold. But yeah, and that's kind of it actually for my 2024 goals. I mean, one of them is basically like get over heartbreak, but that'll happen eventually. Yeah, anyways, no comments on that anymore. I'm done commenting on that. But yeah, guys, that's about it. I think this is the year for self-growth. This is the year for self-healing. This is the year for self-reflection. This is the year to give out good energy and get good energy back. This is the year to really focus on like, what do I want to do? I've based a lot of my life events on other people in the past, and like, what do they want to do? What do they expect out of me? What would make them like me more. And I feel like I've gotten to a point where, and I've kind of proven myself right the past 3 months, where if I do what I want to do, if I radiate I can't talk, if I radiate I can't talk, it's been so bad. If I radiate, you know what I'm trying to say, if I radiate the right energy, I'm gonna get the right energy back. And I've been feeling that lately. Whenever I do things for me, whenever I do things that I know are gonna benefit me, it ends up benefiting also in the way that I get to see like who's sticking by and who's not, who has the good intentions and who doesn't have good intentions, who is good to put energy into and who's not good to put energy into. I don't know if that makes sense. Sorry, it stopped recording for a bit. And my parents are talking really loud in the background now, but I'm gonna end the podcast here. I hope you guys are having an amazing start to 2024. I hope things are looking up. Yeah, they're screaming, so I'm gonna end it now. But Spanish parents just talk really loudly all the time. But yeah, fuck, I'm getting sick. Have an amazing day. I hope you're having a great year. But yeah, stay happy, stay positive, and I wish you all the best. I don't know what day I'm gonna be posting this on. Hopefully like Friday. I wish you all the best Friday.